long have you guys been around?
Too long.
So we are 5th year.
Yeah, 5th year.
It's coming up on my 2nd.
Wait, is it 5th year?
Thanks.
Yeah, you guys 3.
We've been together, as a band for about 5 years. Danny's been with us 2.
What about you?
Well, I joined about a year and a half ago.
A little after.
Almost 2 years ago.
So guys, what do you think about the local Ashland music scene?
It's eclectic and diverse, competitive. Is this like a word association? Word come to mind? Sort of thing.
Dying a little bit, unfortunately.
A little bit.
The albatross hangs motionless upon the air, deep beneath the rolling waves in labyrinths and coral caves. The echo of a distant time comes with a wing across the sand, and everything is green and submarine. And no one calls us to the land, and no one knows.
I would say more transitioning.
Yeah, it's never gonna die, but there's just there's a lot of competition, and there's a lot of problems with the venues staying open or being
It's not
even
like
cooperative with bands
I wouldn't
because
say
there's so many bands coming through here.
It's not at all. It's actually an increase in talent, but like a decrease in venue talent.
Yeah,
Support.
Exactly. It seems like there's a lot of bands. And like
I'm
a
just
lot
thinking
of
of great
good
words.
musicians, but I don't think there's enough venues to like support that and stuff.
Outside of the Armory, which is the Armory's like doing it right by bringing in national acts in the right way and selling out shows. I think they're doing it right.
Well, they're doing it right in some aspects, but others, it's $500 to rent it. So there's not a lot of local scene unless you can do community events, and unfortunately, there's just not a lot of stuff going on around here, especially in the winters.
There's stuff going on, but it's hard for local bands that who are just starting to gain momentum to really, because they've had people here this whole time, that are like staples in the music scene, there's a lot of younger bands out there, I think, that have the musical capabilities to kind of come in for that. I'm gonna look at you and not the camera because that's weird, but a lot of young local talent that needs to get some exposure and have an outlet for that, I guess, just because there's a lot of stuff going on, but it's just hard to gain access to this stuff because of, I don't know, what do you think, small town politics? Who knows?
Small town politics.
Connections, baby. It's the music business, It's what's always going to be.
No, but it's just that bars have a lot of competition, and only bands that are proven, to bring a big draw or get a big draw are going to be the ones that are.
And sometimes it's just a Friday night and everybody shows up at one place. And you're like, okay.
Not only that, but there's a lot of competition with sound problems and
people want to support. People want to
OSF wants to support music and bring people in, but there's also the bar scene that wants to play music, and that gets kind of in competition. Then you have the local businesses that can be venues that are tucked next to neighborhoods, so it's hard for them to do music.
Sound
You can't do anything outdoor in Ashland unless you want to stop at 7. So
PM, not AM.
But it's fun,
5 years.
There's a family here, a community of musicians, and once you kind of break into that and start working with it, there's a lot of people here doing a lot of cool stuff. And there's opportunities, but it's in and out, places open up and they can't handle the local economy and they go out. So it's kind of, in the 5 years we've been here, we've played at various places that we can't play anymore.
Quilici on the drum kit, people. Make some noise for him.
And we're starting to play at new places
that we hope to continue.
Like our
Yeah.
hope to go on the run.
we hope that they catch on.
We wish to fast.
But you know, the tourism builds a lot of people that have interest in just checking it out. When it goes away, you know, there's a normal crowd that you can kind of latch into, but they're not consistent. So it's very seasonal. It's interesting.
What's your favorite venue?
Probably Royal Albert Hall.
Yeah, no.
That was probably the most memorable place.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with the Provolt store.
Yeah, Provolt
Provolt store.
You know,
I mean, in Ashland, Caldera, home court advantage.
Oh wait, yeah. By the way,
called it a tap
hey,
house.
over here, bud.
Caldera tap.
After a long
This
set
guy
of
right
playing drums, I like to cool off with a fresh Caldera IPA. Is that a smash hit? Caldera? Always treats us good.
But
the
the
best in
Provolt
Ashland.
store is the most awesome because it's the biggest stage and it has the most freedom there.
And they put up with our...
And they put up with our outrageous bullshit all the time.
Also known as Apple Jam.
Yeah, also no.
Outrageous shit,
One
also known as
festival.
Apple Jam. A 3-day festival we do the third weekend of May
I think we
from the
are being graced by Mari Welch's presence. Mari Welch, everyone, just
Not class.
Slick, out of class.
Not class.
I like to call this place my town now.
yeah, it's his town.
And you're thirsty, you know, you might wander down to Water Street to the Caldera Tap House, grab yourself a fine pale ale.
A paleo.
They're beautiful. 18 beers on tap, 31 Water Street, Caldera Tap House.
Shameless.
I can't get enough.
We